The Indianapolis Colts travel to Cleveland to face the Browns on Sunday in a game with major playoff implications. Indianapolis a 3.5-point favorite on BETDAQ, 50 the total in this game. Now the Colts currently sit at 8-4. They have a 2-game lead over Houston in the AFC South. But the Texans play the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, so if the Colts want to maintain that 2-game cushion, they better win on the road in Cleveland. You look at the Browns, their situation a little more desperate, 7-5, a game and a half back of division-leading Cincinnati in the AFC North. But Cleveland right in the thick of the wild card race, so this a critical game for them. A loss would really hurt. Now the big story heading into this game, who's not going to be on the field, at least for the Browns. That would be rookie quarterback Johnny Manziel. Head coach Mike Pettine turned to Manziel last week when Brian Hoyer was really struggling on the road in Buffalo. Manziel came in, led the team to their only touchdown. The Browns did lose that game 26-10. A lot of people thought that this week Mike Pettine would officially make the switch and hand the keys to Johnny Manziel. He did not do so, announcing on Wednesday that Brian Hoyer would remain the starter for now. And look, I certainly understand Pettine's reasoning there. The Browns 7-5, fighting for a playoff spot. This is week 14. No time for a rookie to be making his first career start. So I applaud Mike Pettine for his decision, even though he's been criticized and will be heavily criticized if Brian Hoyer does not play well on Sunday, because Hoyer has really struggled for the past month. So people have been sort of waiting and wondering when the switch would happen. And when the Browns offense could not do anything in Buffalo last week, it looked like that time had finally come. Turned out it was only temporary, though. Mike Pettine giving Hoyer another chance. Fortunately for Hoyer, this week he's going up against an Indianapolis defense that hasn't been particularly good this season and has been especially bad on the road. The Colts surrendering over 30 points per game on the road, and Cleveland 12th in total offense, also 12th in pass yards per game. So they've been above average in the passing game despite playing most of the season without top receiver Josh Gordon. So I think Mike Pettine made the right move sticking with Brian Hoyer this week, and I look for Hoyer to have a pretty good game against this Indianapolis defense. But if you're a Cleveland fan or a Cleveland bettor, your main concern is on the other side of the ball. Even though the Browns have been pretty good defensively this season, top 10 in the league in points allowed, surrendering just 20.4 points per game, they're especially good against the pass, 8th in passing defense. They're facing a Colts offense that is the league's best, bar none. Indianapolis first in the league in total offense, meaning yards per game, passing offense, and points scored. They're producing over 31 points per game. So this obviously a really stiff test for this Cleveland defense. As we mentioned, though, the Browns better in the secondary than they are up front. The Achilles heel of their defense has been stopping the run. That's going to serve them well in this matchup because Indianapolis, a pass-first offense, they live or die on the right arm of Andrew Luck. Obviously, considering they're first in the league in points scored, they mostly live on the right arm of Andrew Luck. But in this case, on the road against a desperate Browns team with a very good secondary, I don't know. It's not that I don't think the Indianapolis offense is going to score. I'm sure they'll produce at least 20 to 24 points. I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to score enough to beat the Browns and cover a 3.5-point number. You know, all year people have been hesitant to get behind Cleveland, and with good reason, I guess. A no-name offense with the exception of Josh Gordon, who, as we said, missed most of the season. They are good on the offensive line, but they lost one of their best linemen, center Alex Mack, a few weeks ago. Their defense, bad against the run, so there have been plenty of reasons not to trust the Browns this year, but they keep on hanging around, keep on winning games they're not supposed to win. Games just like this one this weekend. This just feels like the type of game to me that this season's Browns team has been able to win, and I expect the Browns to pull the upset here on Sunday. Not a real strong feeling, and would I be shocked if Brian Hoyer folded under the pressure and Andrew Luck and this great Indianapolis offense just rolled to a 14 to 20 point win? No, it wouldn't shock me, but that's not what I expect to happen. I think Hoyer and the Cleveland offense are going to have success against this Indianapolis defense, which, as we said, has not been good at all on the road this season. Cleveland has been very good at home, especially against winning teams. The Browns 4-0 against the number in their last 4 games against teams with winning, in their last 4 home games, against teams with winning records. And I like him again this week. I think Cleveland plus 3.5, a good-looking play. I would also lean towards under 50 in this situation.